Hello, everybody. Don Lawson here. Um, yeah, it's Christmas, isn't it? Way awesome. Obviously, I'm getting into the festive spirit by wearing a hat that makes me look like a fucking idiot. Really, I just thought I'd got nothing better to do than to humiliate myself once again by talking rubbish at you. And I just thought I'd share some festive thoughts. I'm not going to review an album or anything. Not that not that makes a great deal of difference because it's all just me talking rubbish, isn't it? Really, but anyway. So I was thinking. I thought I'd probably start just by kind of. Although obviously I'm a miserable sod, right? That goes without saying. Not all the time, but most of it. And Christmas is not the best time of year for miserable fuckers like me, really. But anyway, there were reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of Christmas. Now, when I was a kid, obviously I loved it, and when I was kind of a teenager and in my early 20s and stuff, I used to like it because it was just an excuse to get horrendously hammered. Not that it still isn't. I mean, it is, but not that it still isn't. Not that it isn't. Oh, anyway, whatever. You know what I mean. And if you don't, bother to. Yeah, but obviously, as you kind of stumble into middle age, weeping all the while, it's quite hard to get excited about Christmas. I mean, obviously, there's a plus side. I've got kids now, and they love Christmas, so that is awesome. I love spending Christmas with them, and seeing their little faces light up with joy as they work out how much material gain they've managed to accrue, and then argue with each other about who's got the most presents and all that kind of stuff, and then thump each other with various toys. So that's cool, but I'm just not a fan, really. I think it's mainly because I'm a miserable fucker, and I don't know how to enjoy myself properly if it doesn't involve getting drunk, which would make you think that I'd like Christmas, but really it's just kind of, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. But I think the main reason I'm not. Well, actually, there are two reasons, right? There are two reasons, and I'll tell you what they are. Because otherwise, why would I mention them in the first place? The first one is I fucking hate sellotape. Right now, I'm not particularly brilliant at wrapping presents, unless it's something that's square or rectangular. I can do those, but anything else, I tend to make it. It just looks shit when I do it. Really, for some reason, women seem to be brilliant at wrapping presents. I don't know. Do women get taught how to do it at school? Because I never was. And so whenever I wrap presents, they look like they've been wrapped by basically an idiot, which is not great. Obviously, my kids don't care, but if you're giving a present to a partner or your mum or something, and it looks like shit, then it's minus a million brownie points, isn't it? Really, but there you go. But yeah, the main reason is I fucking hate sellotape. Right now, I bite my nails, which is probably part of the problem, I think. But just fight. Every time you put the fucking sellotape down, it seals itself up again, and you have to sit there picking away trying to find the end of it the whole time. And it drives me fucking mental. It probably serves me right because I buy crappy sellotape because I don't want to spend any money and get decent stuff or get one of those little dispenser things, because I've got more important things to worry about than that, frankly. But whenever it comes to Christmas and wrapping presents, I just end up in an absolute fucking rage because of fucking sellotape. Fuck off, sellotape. Fuck's sake. Right, that's one reason why I hate Christmas. Sellotape, having to deal with that in a major way. Just, ugh, awful. But secondly, Christmas music. Right now, as you know, I love music. I love music very, very much. And there is tons of music that I absolutely adore. What I don't understand, I mean, the public generally don't have the best taste at times, let's be honest. If you look at who the biggest selling artists are and the bands and artists in the charts, majority of it is fucking dreadful. But that's fine. That's the same as it always was. But what I've never really got my head around is why everyone's musical taste plummets when it comes to Christmas. People tolerate the most diabolical shit year after year, and it's always the same fucking songs. Why can't anybody? I mean, really, apart from The Darkness, which I like, apart from that one, has anyone made an enduring Christmas song since the Pogues? I mean, really, when was that? 1985 or something? And that one's all right. Don't mind that. But it's just you're wandering around shops and through your high street or whatever. And it's just, you're bombarded with the same fucking things every year, and there's always some bastard puts out a compilation out with all that crap on it, so that all the shops have got the same sodding CD playing the whole time. Just the beginning of that Paul McCartney song makes me want to knife people. Ding 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 ding. Shut up, for fuck's sake, Paul. Sir Paul. Yeah, well done, mate. You know, Beatles were great and everything, but that song's a fucking abomination. Not so, Shakin' Stevens doesn't annoy me as much, although that I'm obviously thoroughly sick of hearing it. But it's awful. But I've heard it. Fucking Wham! Fuck off! Oh, Jesus wept. That's so irritating. Just twee nonsense. And that awful video where he's pretending not to be gay. It's just horrific. What else? I mean, I think, you know, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know the song that I'm coming to at the end. I'm just trying to think of some other awful ones first. Band-Aid song, crap, horrible record. You know, I know, let's sing about how awful it is being a starving child in Africa. Well, yeah, it is awful, but it's not, you know, we're trying to have a piss up here, mate. You're just depressing us all, you know. Having Bono and people lecturing you at Christmas, fuck off. You feed the world, you rich bastard. What else? It's just awful. People want to listen to the most diabolical shit at Christmas, and even that stupid that song by the Waitresses, that Merry, I don't even know what it's called, Christmas rapping, is it, or something? I can't even remember. But I know that's Curtis Blow, isn't it? I can't remember. Anyway, that one goes Merry Christmas, shut up, fucking assholes. It's just the enforced jollity of the whole thing that just sends me into a blind rage. I just hate it. Why can't you listen to decent music at Christmas? You know, I mean, there is good Christmas music. Brian Setzer, who used to play guitar in the Stray Cats, put out a brilliant album of Christmas songs with his big swing band. He's got this massive, great, kind of swing orchestra thing. And it's like rockabilly with a big band feel to it. And there's all songs about Christmas, and it's brilliant because the music's brilliant. You know, just because he's singing about bloody Christmas doesn't mean it's got to be shit. Really, does it? Shouldn't the music be better because everybody's having a good time, not worse? It's just horrifying. Slade, all right, I love Slade, don't get me wrong. I think even they must be sick of that fucking song by now, really. That bit where he goes, "It's Christmas," would be fine, were it not for the fact that idiots around the land, whenever you hear that song in a pub, some arsehole shouts, "It's Christmas," like fucking Eddie Hitler off Bottom, and you just want to glass the cunt. Honestly, awful. I wish it could be Christmas every day. No, you don't. Rubbish. Actually, Gary Glitter's Another Rock and Roll Christmas is a good one, but for some reason it doesn't get played very much anymore. Don't know why. Actually, I did hear somebody playing it in Worthing Town Centre the other day as they were collecting for charity. I was thinking, interesting choice, but there you go. Perhaps you're not aware of Mr. Glitter's other career as a nonce. Well, it's not allegedly. He's been convicted for it. Yeah, he's a convicted nonce, so that's fine. Anyway, so yeah. All of which leads me up to Jonah Louie. Now, I hate Jonah Louie. I mean, he might be a lovely chap, but Jonah Louie has 2 songs if you don't know anything about him. I'm sure he made several albums and, you know, wrote loads of other songs, but no one gives a toss about those other songs. He has one song called I'm Always in the Kitchen at Parties, or You'll Always Find Me in the Kitchen at Parties, which is used on the IKEA advert. And it's annoying, but it's about how he's always in the kitchen at parties, which at least is a kind of odd idea. It's just one of those kind of annoying songs. It's a bit like Bill Wyman's Je Suis and Rockstar, you know. It's just kind of irritating in an 80s kind of way, and kind of makes you want to hit people that are dancing to it. But yeah, that's bad. But you know, there are worse things. One of the worst things, of course, is Stop the Fucking Cavalry. Shut up, Jonah, you utter cock. I hate that song anyway. Because it's awful, but there's just everything about it's awful. It's miserable. I mean, I'm miserable enough as it is. I don't want Christmas songs telling me how you wish you could be at home at Christmas, but you're actually in the army and you're probably going to die. I mean, yeah, thanks for that. Happy fucking Christmas, Louis Jonah, more like. Just awful, that stupid brass band that kicks in. It's that kind of forced jollity. It's a miserable song going on about asking Winston Churchill to stop the cavalry or something. I don't know. It's never stopped any cavalries. You know, there's no evidence that Jonah Louie's had any success in the cavalry stopping department. Fucking idiot. So yeah, I hate that song, and it plagues me every year. Just that I can't avoid it at all. You know, one of my friends hated it so much that he moved to South Korea. That's not even a joke. He moved it to South Korea to get away from Stop the Fucking Cavalry. I bet he still hears it over there as well. I bet some bastard plays it on the radio just to annoy him. Awful. So anyway, Christmas music, bloody awful. It just kind of ruined Christmas for me. And I don't hate Christmas. I quite enjoy it. You know, the eating, the overeating, and the overdrinking, and the Great Escape. You know, that's all good. Goldfinger. you know, it's okay, I suppose. Drinking a lot, always a pleasure. But anyway, the point I was going to make, because I thought I'd, make something like a kind of thought for the day, thought for Christmas from Dom's Festive sandwich, is that listening to really awful music, Christmas music specifically, but listening to really awful music, it's kind of, it also, it does have a positive thing too. As awful as it is having to be forced to listen to Jonah pissing Louis, it does bring home how much amazing music there is. And I think, if you want to take anything away from this complete waste of time that I've forced you to listen to, I haven't forced you at all, have I? You're voluntarily listening to this crap. If you take away anything from it, then take away the fact that music is one of the few things in life that unites us, except for weird people who don't really like music, but they're not really human, so that doesn't really count. It unites people, it makes people happy, and something I've always thought, really, that music never lets you down. There's music that you love is always going to be there for you. And I don't want to be too much of a miserable fucker about it, but people are not always going to be around. People die, the people die, or they leave, or relationships break up. Speaking from bitter experience, or or just things go tits up. And although you may have friends for life, a lot of people come and go in your life, into your life and out of your life, and and nothing's ever certain, and nothing ever lasts really. Nothing lasts forever, and all that. But music is always there. Music is always your friend. And music never lets you down, and an album that you really love will be a friend for life. And I think the fact that just the fact that you're probably watching this because you read Metal Hammer magazine, or because you've read something I've done in another magazine, or that you just like my taste in music, or that you just think I'm a comical buffoon, which is probably not particularly relevant to the point. But yeah. But it's all about music, isn't it? And I've made so many friends through music, and music is one of the reasons I get up in the morning, and it's something that gives me a lot of joy. Really, I don't look like somebody that's got much joy going on, but I have, and music is responsible for a large part of that. There's nothing better than music, really, in life. It is a universal language for a reason. So there you go. I think if I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas. To those who deserve it. If you don't deserve it and you're a ghastly person, then I hope you have an awful time and you choke on a sprout. But everyone else, lovely people, have a fantastic Christmas and a splendid New Year. Don't like New Year, not even going to bother thinking about that. But if you do like that kind of mindless idiocy that goes on the 31st, then good for you. Have a fantastic time. Best of luck for 2013, and there'll be more Iron Sandwiches when people start releasing interesting albums again, I promise you. Hopefully some awful ones as well, because people seem to prefer those, but I don't think I'll bother reviewing the Bullet for My Valentine album, because Matt Tuck will do a cry, so we don't want that, do we? But anyway, there you go. Satan bless you, and heavy metal, and I'll see you next time. Well, I won't see you, you know what I mean. You'll see me next time. That's if this one hasn't put you off. So Merry Christmas. Cheers.